Ayahuasca medicina, cura, cura, pepecito. Ayahuasca medicina, cura, cura, corazones. Hey, I'm Vergo and this is Psychedelic Actualization. On this channel we talk about topics like self-realization, self-actualization and working with psychedelics to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Today is a very special day because this is the beginning of a video series of my experience from a 14-day ayahuasca retreat in the Amazon. 8 ceremonies in 14 days. And one of those experiences, one of the ceremony nights, was my most intense psychedelic experience that I've ever had. It was the most intense experience of my life, and it had a deep impact upon me and upon my life. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's gonna come in the coming weeks. I'll just report back my experiences. In this video I will report back my intention, how it came about that I went to this retreat, and just share like my arrival and my intention of why I wanted to go as deep as I went with the medicine. Then in the next video I will share my first experience. After I will share the second and third and fourth experience of a physical purging. After that I will share the fifth and the sixth experience, which was a complete opening, a complete awakening, and a deeply physically disastrous experience. And after that my seventh experience and the eighth experience. The seventh night was the most intense experience I've ever had in my life. It was an experience that was related to death, and after that I will just give a summary and a follow-up of what happened after that retreat, because this retreat happened almost exactly a year ago. It was October 2021, and up until this point I haven't had the calling, or I haven't mustered up the courage to do this video series and to share everything about those experiences on this YouTube channel, because I was still integrating, and I am still integrating those experiences a year later. If you are on your journey of discovering your path towards this medicine, of working with ayahuasca, if you're interested in it, then click the first link in the description down below. I've put on a worksheet of proper ayahuasca preparation, the whole dietary restrictions that you can follow to be as physically and mentally and spiritually as prepared as you can be for a full opening experience. So download that video, that worksheet down below. I'll just put it together for you. Would really appreciate it. I just wanted to put it out for free for everybody, because I've been searching a lot of like what to prepare for, what can I eat, what can't I eat, and it's like a long journey because everybody says something different. So I put together a whole summary of that if you're interested. So how did it came about that I went to this ayahuasca retreat? It was the retreat La Luna del Amazonia in Iquitos in Peru. And I was traveling with a friend in Brazil, and we were actually, like, our original plan was to search for some tribes in the Amazon in Brazil and drink with them. And we did have a ceremony with the Huni Queen tribe, which I'm gonna share in the future as well. But we haven't had like a proper place where we could just settle in for a longer period of time to go very deep with the medicine. And as we were on our boat towards Peru, my friend had like a connection to a friend of his who was at the ayahuasca retreat volunteering there, and so we discovered this retreat and we were like, okay, this is perfect, the universe is guiding us, we're gonna go to that retreat. And I don't know how much I can share here, because we entered Peru illegally because of COVID. We had our boat and the borders were closed at this time because of COVID restrictions, and you couldn't enter Peru by land. And we were just like still going in, staying a month or so illegally in Peru. Well, nobody knows, right? But yeah, we managed to get through all the challenges and we managed to get to this retreat. And we arrived there and settled in to the retreat. So, why did I go to a 14-day ayahuasca retreat? For some people it may sound like a lot, 8 ceremonies in 14 days. And for me, it also sounded a lot. And for some people it doesn't sound like a lot because they've been drinking weekly for years and years and years on end. So it depends on where you are on your journey. But this was my first longer ayahuasca retreat. The other ones I've done, the longest one was like 3 days at maximum, drinking every night. And yeah, my intention was to go as deep as possible with the medicine, because I had the idea in my mind that my calling, or part of my calling, is to facilitate those experiences. So, and I discovered like, well, if I want to facilitate those experiences, maybe I would have to go as deep as I can with the medicine before I start to facilitate, right? Logic. So I was like, I'm gonna just explore how deep I can go with this medicine and just see where it takes me. And I had like 5 main points of intentions, and I ranked them from the most important ones to the least important ones. So the first one, the most important one, was self-understanding. Self-understanding is the highest value in my life. It is my number one priority. And self-understanding encompasses the questions: what is God? What is love? What is infinity? What is truth? Those are like deep metaphysical questions that I desire to understand for myself and to embody. So I just wanted to surrender to the truth that I am. I wanted to experience infinity, and I wanted to experience oneness, unity, all those fancy words that we talk about in the spiritual community: consciousness, source, silence, nothingness, or the absolute. This is like the ultimate aim. That was my ultimate main intention, to go as deep as possible into those truth, into truth itself, into love itself, and into infinity itself. And I want to integrate that understanding and the insights of that God realization, of that self-realization, into my day-to-day perspective. So that was my main intention for the ceremonies. Second one was life purpose. As I just mentioned, I kind of have the calling to facilitate those experiences. I feel a deep calling to work with this medicine as deep as possible, to learn as much as possible, and then to share those experiences with the world. Like my life purpose encompasses that. And I had questions, like questions for the shamans that were there, questions for the facilitators, like how do I find a mentor? How can I get to the place where you are at, like the shaman, in 30, 40 years down my path? Like where can I learn? How can I serve? What can I do to learn all that, to build myself up to a point where I am able to hold that space for other people? And like a question to ayahuasca also itself, to the medicine itself, is like, I feel like you can communicate with those substances. And my question to the medicine was like, do you want to work with me? Like, can we build a relationship together so that you can work through me? And that was a topic, the second intention for this retreat. The third one was, funnily, like not as important anymore. It was money. It's like I'm running out of money, and money is a very sensitive topic, and it implies self-understanding and life purpose in a way, because understanding our relationship to money is a lot of it has to do with our mindset, with our vibration of lack that we're putting out. So just like integrating a state of abundance in my life, maybe feeling that, maybe gaining some insights about that, and trusting more in the ways of the universe, that I am guided on my path, and that like knowing that everything is okay, and just like going deeper into that realization and into those insights. That was maybe an intention. The fourth point was healing, because many people go to ayahuasca for healing purposes, and at that point in my life I was not aware of anything specific I could heal in myself anymore, like physically, mentally, spiritually. I thought I was fine, but just like I just wrote it down as an intention, like to the medicine. If there is anything that you discover physically or mentally or past life, past childhood trauma, anything that needs to be healed, I'm open for that healing. And the fifth intention, the most important point, well, the first one was the most important one, but the fifth intention was just letting go of any expectations, because I've gained a lot of experience with psychedelics, and expectations in those experiences can ruin those experiences. So just letting go of all intentions, letting go of any expectations, and just surrendering and letting go into whatever the medicine wants to show me, into whatever wants to unfold. So those were my intentions. This is why I went to the ayahuasca retreat, and why I wanted to work as deep as I could with the medicine. And I think that's about it for this video. So if you want to follow me on this journey of my reports from those ayahuasca experiences, first night is gonna come next week, and after that all my other experiences. Stay definitely tuned and tune in for the 7th night. That's gonna be an incredible report, an incredible trip report, the deepest and most intense experience I've had so far, that I'm still integrating today, that showed me a lot, and it taught me a lot, and it scared me a lot as well. Just terrified me. Yeah, I was definitely asking for a lot in this retreat. I was asking for a very deep opening, and the retreat and those experiences and the medicine definitely provided me with more than I asked for. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in your own journey, download the worksheet that I created. And yeah, just like if you want to follow along, subscribe. You can donate via PayPal. You can follow me on Instagram, Psychedelic Actualization. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm excited to finally start the sharing of those experiences that happened over a year ago, and I will see you in the next one.